Alrighty, so the last boss of the event boss parade is here, and it is Baruja, who is actually one of the more annoying fights just because he takes so little damage compared to like normal bosses and everything like that. So unfortunately for this one on Extreme, I don't really have like a really good free-to-play team for you. You're just kind of wanting to try to beat this as quickly as possible, and I don't really know what to tell you as far as like just going free to play. Honestly, if I had to say, the best thing to do is just play it on the lower difficulty, so that way you can clear this thing as easily as possible. As you can see, the rewards, top of 40, lower of 36. I mean, obviously that one's kind of low, but well, I don't know. They're all kind of low, gotta be honest. But either way, you're kind of more or less just doing this for the daily clears, getting your, just trying to get your event exchange shop done as fast as possible. So, I mean, clear it on the highest difficulty you can, I guess. But we're just going to be doing one match with just pure damage, trying to get it over with as fast as possible. This is the team that I've seen people being using. And we'll do one sort of like fun gimmicky kind of team that I actually seen somebody use, and I'll shout him out whenever we when we get to that section. But yeah, I don't know what it is about this boss specifically. I think it's just the fact that he lowers your pierce rate by so much. It's by the I think it's the percent of his, or it's by the value of his resistance at the beginning of the match, if I'm not mistaken. So it just kind of like cuts your damage way down. So we're just going to try to do as much damage as we can do here turn one. Try to just get whatever we can off, so that way hopefully we could try to clear next turn, which you can see, I mean, he's taking very little damage here. Like it's kind of crazy how little you do compared to like normal matches. Or like just normal bosses, I guess. Another thing that you should probably be aware of is that he is going to stick you with a lot of debuffs. So if you want to bring a cleanse unit, that's definitely an option. Margaret is obviously going to be probably the best one, just because you get increased damage and everything like that. But on the other end of things, should we just go for it? I think we just go for this. We're just going to try to just continue to do as much damage as possible. Okay, this actually might end up doing more damage than I was expecting it to, which is good. But I don't know, man. He's kind of ridiculous. Obviously, if you can hit a crit on him, crits do a lot more damage to this boss. But I mean, we have Slater on the team, who is lowering his crit resistance and everything, and we're still like having a pretty tough time critting. So just beware that it's pretty rough. Like it's a pretty tough fight as far as just pure like damage dealing and everything like that goes. And on top of that, if you wait too many turns, he'll put on a stance. That was a lot of good crits there. He'll put up a stance which increases his or his HP related stats and everything. It just basically makes him like super tanky for a turn. You can try to rush ults and everything if you really need to, but he's pretty hard. Like I've got to say, like out of all of the bosses, this guy he tanks so well. So I don't know, just if you have the one Escanor, which hopefully you do, he was pretty much like a must summon character. He definitely helps you blow through it pretty quickly. You could probably even get away with trying to put on like crit chance food or something like that. Maybe mess around with your characters. You could try to go for like just a pure crit build, just to try to get like just to try to make yourself crit more and get it over with faster. But let me switch the team around a little bit. We're gonna do it's not necessarily like free to play friendly, because it uses a couple of odd characters, but I think it's really cool and worth showing. So I'll be right back. Alrighty, so this is going to be the team. Very interesting. We're actually going to be using Denzel, which I think is a really funny, sort of like gimmicky kind of character that is actually surprisingly pretty good for some of these event bosses and everything, because of the way his stance works. So I actually found this from a guy on YouTube as I was just kind of looking through just to see if anybody had any cool, like, more accessible teams and everything for this fight. But his name is Cien. I'll leave his link to his channel and everything down in the description below if you want to check him out and show him some support. I would appreciate it, because I mean, it's pretty cool, honestly. Pretty interesting team. I've never really seen anybody use something like this, and I think that Denzel is a very interesting and fun sort of unit. So we're using ult food because you want to be able to ult rush, of course, with this. The idea here is that we rush Derriere's ultimate turn 1. We are then going to buff We're going to double buff into the ultimate, and that should kill, which he was level 90 in his as well, so I'm hoping that this still ends up working out for us. So we're going to double buff here. I guess we'll just cleanse first. I don't think it really matters. And then he actually ranks up his stance card first, but just in case we get bad RNG, I'm going to attack here, and then just in case, see if we can pull either an extra rank up or an extra stance card so we can merge and then rank up, because the idea, which that did kill, very good, is that we go into the second phase with, very good, a level 3 stance card. And the reason why is because if you don't know, his stance card at level 3, it's different. I think it's his max HP. This is only remaining HP, but it deals, I think it's just 30% of his max HP, and it also stacks. So we can actually, we can get a hit off right here, and it should still work out really well for us. You can see, yeah, 30% of his max HP. So we deal a little bit of damage there. I don't necessarily know if that was 3% or not, or well, I guess we would need to do 10%. But he's going to attack us 3 times, and he's going to continue to stack these corrosion stacks on that are going to deal 30% of his max HP. So that means that he'll have 3 stacks, which means that he'll lose 90% of his HP, which I just think is very cool, very gimmicky, of course, but I don't know. It's just really neat how that sort of works out. I think it's a really cool sort of, like a very niche unit that you never really see used for anything. Obviously, we don't have a whole lot of damage here, so... Okay, that was really close to not killing, which would have been embarrassing. But yeah, maybe we should have used somebody else's card in turn 1. But either way, I think that that's super cool. I think that it's a really like noteworthy team. Obviously, some of you might not have Denzel. He was originally a free character that they gave out a really long time ago, but they don't ever really put him in banners, and you probably don't have him powered up either way. In his video, he actually only has him level... I think he has him level 90, but he is not super awakened at all. No, he's level 80, just regular awakened, not super awakened at all, and he still was able to take the 3 hits. So you might want to try to throw like Tarmia Link on him or something like that, just to make sure that he survives if you plan on using this. But either way, I thought it was really cool. So yeah, that's pretty much it. Thank you guys so much for watching. Hopefully this was helpful. Like I said, if you have any sort of like more free-to-play friendly teams or anything like that, feel free to leave them down in the comments below, so that way you can help somebody else out. But that is pretty much it from me. So I will see you guys later. Feel free to subscribe and all that good stuff. And yeah, more content on the way.